Welcome to another episode of the Smart Real Estate Coach podcast, your source for actionable real-life examples and advice to help you move to the next level of investing. Each week, we help you make a quantum leap in your business, your finances, and/or your life. We want to help you take back control, help you thrive during chaos, and lead you through the current crisis to a better tomorrow. For more resources, check out smartrealestatecoach.com and be sure to give us a rating and review on your favorite platform.
Good morning and welcome, wicked smart listeners. Thanks for joining me this week. This is Chris Bree again, and I'm back with you for another solo cast. Yep, you're stuck with me today. We're on a mission. If you haven't figured it out, if you're new to the Wicked Smart Listener network here, we're on a mission to help you plan your escape, if that's you, from your 9 to 5 and leave your W-2 behind with the power of real estate and with the power and the wind behind us right now, with an amazing time, better in this coming fall, will be 34 years. So my 33 and a half years, I've not yet seen sort of all these kind of variables come together at the right time. And I'll talk about that a little bit when I go through my solo cast here. Now, I am fully aware that I can't touch everyone every single time with these solo casts, even though that's always my goal. I'm trying to be as broad as I can. So if you're struggling with something, I don't care what it is, please let me know and I can help guide you. I can help with strategy. I can maybe help answer some of your questions directly and indirectly with future solo casts if it's a topic you want to see. So think about that as I'm going through some of the items today, because I want to help you. I know for a fact, after 33 and a half years in the business and now 12 and a half or so years in the mentoring and coaching specifically in this space, that the only thing stopping you is you. I promise you that. And I'm sorry if that's going to hit you between the eyes, because the proof of concept, the social proof, the success in our community, it's rampant. So what's left? It's you thinking, okay, maybe I can't afford it, or maybe it doesn't work for me. And both of those things are nonsense. I can help you with it. All right. So let's dive in here. I've got a couple thoughts for you. I talked about just a second ago, okay, it's the best time to do this and you're the only thing in your way, but let's kind of break this down a little bit. How do you personally get started properly with all the noise in the industry? And when I say start properly, I don't want to leave any of you behind. So let me kind of reel all of you in. When I say start properly, you could be in the business right now and you could be leaving some dollars on the table. You could be in the business now, but not getting deals done. You could be in the business now and frustrated, or you could be on the sidelines like I was after the crash when I had IRS after me and cars looking to be repossessed and tow trucks showing up in my house and credit card, you name it. I had it. So if you tell me you got something going on, I'm going to say, let's get you started properly. That's what I mean by started properly. I don't mean that you're necessarily brand new to real estate. There's a lot of noise out there and there's a lot of garbage out there. And I want to help you hone it in. Let's first do this. Let's first be honest with ourselves. Number one, where are you right now? Because you're all different. Like I just hit like 5 different things that you could be in a category, right? Where are you right now? Let's take an inventory. I think that's important. Things like finances, your schedule. You go, what do you mean my schedule? Well, is your schedule, when you look at your schedule, your calendar, is it supporting your goals, right? This is what I mean by gut checks. I'm just going to rattle a few things off to you, and I hope you're taking notes. And are you enjoying what you're doing right now? Now, guys, I've lost some good friends over the last few years. I lost a brother back in 2010, my older brother. Life is just too short. And so that's why I'm asking you, are you enjoying what you're doing right now? Some people in our community, not many, some say, hey, Chris, I love my W-2. Like I'm an attorney or a doctor. We have 2 doctors and at least 1 attorney, if not more, that are looking to just do a deal or 2 or 3 a year. Okay, that's fine because they're big deals. And if that's not you and you're not ecstatic with your JOB, then why? Why would you possibly stay there? You know what? I got great news this week. This wasn't even on my mind this morning when I came in to film this. I got great news this week that Judy in Maine and Brian in Massachusetts Brian's already left. And Judy's giving her notice on April 15th. And as of the time of this filming, she will be gone from her W-2. That's 2 more people that have broken through the handcuffs and escaped their W-2. That's huge, guys. So I don't mean to stay on that one too long and dwell on it, but let's take a gut check here. If you don't love what you're doing, when would now be a really good time to change it? Okay. So when I say, let's be honest with ourselves, that's 1. Where are you? Now, number 2, where do you want to be in 3, 5, or 10 years? And you're probably thinking, yeah, people talk about that all the time. Okay. But listen, over the last 5 years, do you think it went by fast? I do. I think it flew. I think it was a blink. And the question for you would be, all right, are you okay if you are in the same spot in June, summer of 2030? Now, I know that sounds far away, but guess what? In 2020, during going through COVID, I bet you 2025 sounded like it was far away. We're going to be in 2030 like that. And are you going to be okay if you're in the same spot? So the gut check here is, if you keep rowing in the exact same direction, are you going to be happy with your destination? I just want to get you all thinking, because here we are at the halfway point of 2025. Pretty crazy to even think that. And understand this. When I talk definitively about people leaving their job and coming in and capturing our 3 paydays worth, low of 45,000, the high has been like 300 something thousand. Understand that we've got the metrics and we've got the plan down. And if you're serious and committed, we can help you do it. It's not by chance that people come in and go, here's my plan, Chris. Could you help me get there in 2 years, 1 year, 3 years, 4 years? Can you help me get there either with some financial goal or with a goal to leave their job? And if you haven't figured out yet, or if you're brand new to our Wicked Smart community by way of this podcast, or by way of YouTube maybe, or by way of the Wicked Smart sit downs we run every Thursday that you're welcome to come to on Zoom, I hope, understand that we talk the truth about the truth now. That's what we do. We talk the truth about the truth. There's just too much garbage out there, and I'm sorry if you're listening to me now and you're one of them, because I won't mention your name and throw you under the bus, but there's too many people in our education space that, I've said this for years, and it's even worse now, that are just marketing. They're good at it. They know how to market. It's not our strength. Well, our strength is we know how to get you to get deals done and get you to the money. We care, period. Others just market. We care. Now, it's not easy to pull off what we're doing, to be honest with you. I was talking to a potential community member, looking at what we do, looking at coming into our private in the Trenches Bootcamp we have coming up. We have one coming up in July, by the way, guys. Side note here. If you're not even remotely considering that, please use the July in the Trenches Bootcamp privately with 10 or 15 only in our conference room here in Newport, Rhode Island in July. Use that as your springboard, okay? But I was talking to someone about coming into I think it was the last April one, now a few months ago. And I said, look, it's not easy to do the deals like we do. There's a lot of front-end lifting. When you come in and you're brand new, it's all us. It's all our coaches. But when you get the wheels on, the training wheels come off, and you start cranking, and you're at the top of the hill and you're done pushing the rock, guess what? It's really cool. 15 months, 20 months, 3 years down the road where you're popping deals that could be, 6 figures for some of you per deal. So here's some questions for you. Again, this is going to be a heavy gut check episode. I hope you're okay with that. Do you want results? And I hope every single one of you screamed in your car or at your computer, yeah, of course I want results. So I'm making the assumption that you do, right? So why haven't you committed to a community or a coach yet? And I'm not so naive to think Smart Real Estate Coach and the Wicked Smart community is the only thing for you. I'm not. I know we have a broad listener base here. But why haven't you committed to someone or something? It's mind-boggling to me. Well, I have a few ideas why you might not. One, trust, right? If you don't trust it, when maybe could you peel back some layers and find someone you could trust? Like I always scream about making sure you're linking up with someone that you can trust, that you morally and ethically can align with, that the lifestyle you like, they didn't screw up their whole life to get to where they are. Like you like everything they're doing. If that's us, great. Let's lock arms. If it's not, find someone for goodness sakes. Or you might be unclear where you're going or want to go. That'll slow you down, right? That'll cripple you. Or you don't have the money. Now you say, when I say you don't have the money, it's not that, guys. I said that on purpose, but I want to explain myself. It's not that you don't have the money. I was dead broke. I'm telling you, I met a tow truck in my yard on accident, letting my daughter's dog out once. I got hunted down by the IRS. I mean that a little facetiously, but I got chased down. I had credit card companies calling me nonstop. Ask my son, Nick, when you see him at the next event. He was in the next room to me. I had to fend that off nonstop. So if you say to me, I don't have the money, I'm going to say hogwash. If you know there's a potential for you personally to have the same result that other people in the community have, you would find the money. And if you can't think through that, call me. Go to smartrealestatecoach.com/Chris pre-call. Book a time with me. And let's figure out how to get that perceived, because it's not real, in my opinion, off the table. Okay. Now, The other thing would be what I already alluded to. If you're not taking action yet, you don't think you can get the results to happen for you. That's hogwash. You can't. Now, am I saying you're going to have the same results as everybody else? I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know your discipline. I don't know what baggage you bring to the table. And I don't mean that negatively. I brought baggage to the table after the crash. A community member of ours lost his wife. That's some rough baggage. We have 2 community members right now going through some health issues. Rough baggage. I get it. I'm saying positive. Let's find out what the baggage is and let's work through it. Okay? I hope that helps you guys think through this a little bit. And when you're looking at the market, because sometimes people say, well, I don't know if I can get the results. Or I don't know if in my market. I had a guy recently, let me call him out without using his name, say to one of our strategists, actually, it wasn't even me, well, you don't understand, my market's different, and my market's high end, and my market's this, and my market's that. It doesn't matter. When you look at the market, what is the thing you notice most about all markets in real estate historically? I don't care, call it 100 years, 50 years. What is one thing you notice most? Prices over time eventually continue to rise, right? Go back 20 years. You'd be hard pressed to find something that didn't, right? Number one. Number two, there is no one market. I'll talk about that a little bit later. Let me leave that on the table for you. So let me change it. Number two is, it's not hard to get your toe in the water. It's not. We've made it super easy. I have so much free stuff out there. It's crazy. You just need support and someone willing to help you navigate the market. Okay, so let's go back to the market. Your market, for example, the guy in Pennsylvania, is not unique. I don't care where you are. You cannot convince me your market is unique. You know why? We're mostly buying off market. Mostly, we're trying to buy off market, right? And so when I said earlier, what's one strong thing about real estate that you can look at? If you just want to keep this real kind of black and white here, prices will go up. That's why when I structure a 10-year on a financing deal, I don't care what the price is. I know in 10 years, I'm okay. The market might do a little bopping and weaving, but I'm okay. Now, question for you. I have money in the stock market, so I don't mean to step on your toes if you do, but can you look back at every stock, like you can every class of real estate, and say, oh, wow, that went up over the last 10 years every time, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. Not always. I believe with real estate you can, with very, very, very minute exceptions, if any, just to cover myself there. But can you with a stock? No. Can a stock go to zero? Yes. Now, I have money, again, in the market, but it's a little bit different. It's set up with a company that Tony Robbins recognizes and touts, and is not just, I'll call it betting on a stock. It's quite different. I'll leave it at that. So if you knew beyond a shadow of a doubt you could succeed, and you say, okay, Chris, without beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm convinced now I can succeed. I can succeed personally. I can succeed in my market, and I'm willing to put the blinders on for 3 to 7 years to make that happen. If that's you, what would possibly stop you now? This is how I started the Soulcast. I don't get it. I don't know what would possibly stop you. Let me give you the example I've been giving for 12 years now, 13 years. And I've done it live at the events. So picture you're in my event right now. It's Smart Real Estate Coach. I'm on stage. And I announce, hey, if someone can come to the stage right now with a $100 bill, I will hand you $200. That'll be our swap, right? That's 100% return on your money.
Okay, who wants to be the next apprentice? Pretty interesting, guys. We started this apprentice program back as a July 4th, 2024 promo. That's where it started. And it was so incredibly effective. We were just going to run it for the summer. It was so effective immediately. We kept it. It's in place now. And what is it? It allows you to get into the community, the Wicked Smart community, for less dollars than the QLS home study course sells for right now on our site. In fact, when you go to smartrealestatecoach.com/apprentice-pod, apprentice-pod, when you go there, you're going to see that as an apprentice, you're going to get over $13,000 worth of coaching, the possibility for you to touch base with us if you want to, 4 or 5 times a week, and it doesn't exist anywhere out there, frankly. That's why we did it. We did it for 2 reasons. One, no one is giving you the support out there. We keep hearing feedback, which is how this was born, that other educators are not giving support. They're just selling stuff. So it doesn't exist anywhere, and nowhere in the real estate education or coaching space. And we want to help you do one thing, deals. So we've wrapped the support mechanism around this. We've allowed you to get into a Slack community with the other associates who previously were protected in Slack, and now you get to jump in there and experience that for 12 weeks. You also get to come to the In the Trenches Bootcamp, which is private. It's a chance to hang out with the family team and one of the coaches for 2.25 days in our conference room, roll up his sleeves, get calls done, get deals done. If you come with leads, you leave with deals. Absolutely incredible. I could go on and on. Go to the website right now. Check out more information about the Apprentice, and I'm going to give you the In the Trenches Bootcamp site, because you don't have to become an apprentice. It just happens to be free with Apprentice and Associate. So 2 links I'm going to give you, super important. smartrealestatecoach.com/ITTB-pod. That's going to give you some information about the bootcamp. If you want to buy a ticket to the bootcamp, it's more expensive, but you can. Just to come check us out. About 1 or 2 people every time we run it do just that. Or become an apprentice, and it's for free. smartrealestatecoach.com/apprentice-pod.
Why do we always have people running to the stage, like literally tripping, kind of trying to beat each other up there? Because there's a certain return. He just told me I can get that, so I'm going to go pick up my 100% return. Well, that's how I feel about you getting a deal. So let's go. And if you say, well, you can't guarantee that. No, I can't. I don't know you yet. I can't guarantee that. But what I can guarantee is if you'll stay with it, not quit, you'll have a great experience like others that you've seen. I just don't know how quickly you will. That I'll know once we start working. And I'll stop peeling back the onion with you, and I'll say, okay, you said you wanted A, but you're doing B. Or you say you wanted X, but you're doing Y. And we put our money where our mouth is, guys. Let me just say that too. We came out with this apprentice program, I don't know, beginning of 24, over a year ago, a year and a half ago. And it is by far the most effective thing the industry has seen. That's a bold statement. Never mind that we've done, that the industry has seen. And I'll tell you what I'll do. It's like 12 or 13 grand worth of coaching for 12 weeks for $1,500. Or it might change when you hear this, but that's what it is at the time of this filming. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will gift one apprentice program to someone that I think is deserving and who I think can do deals. Because I want to do deals. It's not about selling you something. That's what everybody else does. I want to do deals. So if you want to do deals and you think you're deserving and you're serious and committed, send me an email, Chris, CHRIS, at smartrealestatecoach.com. And in the subject line, put, I am deserving of apprentice. Now, don't be bummed out, because if I get 20 or 30 of you hitting me, I'm going to give one away. And I'm going to give one away to who I feel via a video that I invite you to send with the reasons that you feel you're deserving. I'll pick one. Again, don't bum out if I don't pick you. I'm just going to pick one, how I'm feeling that day and how I think they're committed. All right. Let me give you 2 other nuggets, by the way, while I'm doing this, for resources for yourself. Because again, I'm not so naive to think that you need us, right? We have a new lead source from a company that we connected with, Landvoice, that has customized a distressed list for us that pulls, and they don't oversell this, so you're going to get one for your area only if it's not taken, who pulls distressed consumers. Distressed consumers are triggered by metrics metrics such as behind on credit cards, behind on utilities, behind on maybe missed one mortgage, but not behind. There's some trends going on there, and it predates any pre-foreclosure list that everyone else in the public can buy. This is huge. Go to smartrealestatecoach.com/landvoice-pod. smartrealestatecoach.com/landvoice-pod. I want to give you guys nuggets so you don't think I'm always up your butt about coming into the community. I think you should. I'm biased, but I want to give you nuggets here. We have also built, I'll give you one other one, and then we'll wrap up. Our community has built, with the help of one of our superstars, Rick Aviati, now a coach that you could have. With the help of Rick and other members of the community, we've built a sort of a white labeled CRM with Damon Remy's help, founder of REI BlackBook. Unique to the Wicked Smart community, though. Very unique to us. Workflows, pre-done letters, pre-done websites to mimic what we have with done-for-you videos. Like, all inclusive. Go to smartrealestatecoach.com/REIBB-pod. smartrealestatecoach.com/REIBB-pod. By the way, no surprise, one or both of them will be at our QLS Live event in Boston, October 6th and 7th. By the way, guys, I'm dropping nuggets that allow you to stack and take action one little step at a time. And if you perhaps, maybe, just maybe, did all of the little stackable items I gave you in this particular solo cast, you'd have an amazing experience ending 25, and you'd set yourself up for 26 and probably for a decade. Another bold statement, but go through this podcast again, the solo cast, and write down everything I either insinuated or directly shouted out to do. Oh, and to be in the biz here versus in real estate versus any other business, because I just gave you some resources, so now I'm thinking, people go, well, how expensive is it to run this biz, Chris? Guys, you can, for under $1,000 a month, some of you $500 or $600, depending if you're going to hire a virtual assistant or not. So we'll work that through with you. But the bottom line is, for under $1,000 a month, not to us, to third-party vendors to run your business in your cell phone, you can be in business, and we can get you up to, if your goals include this, we can get you up to a deal a month. And you say, well, I don't need that with the size deals. Okay, 6 a year, whatever it is for you, we can get you to that point. Then you'll have to make some decisions about scaling if you want to. But can you imagine that? There's no other business that I know of. Again, I challenge you to think of one where you can operate for somewhere between $400 and $1,000 a month and get yourself to one deal a month, if that's your goal again. And those deals equal somewhere between $45,000 and $350,000. Now, again, that's not upfront. That's over time, guys, if you're not familiar with the terms business. But does it really matter if you parlay 12 of those in a year? And it might not be till your third year, but can you imagine if you did that? So opportunity is interesting, guys. I'm throwing a lot at you. Opportunity is simple and interesting. It sort of finds a path, right? It's like water. Like, we got a guy working on our slider on our new house because water's dripping in one area. And he doesn't know where it's coming from because it finds a path. It's not just coming from outside right where it's leaking, right? It's my best analogy I can give you. Opportunity is interesting. It finds a path. You can't control it. So if you wait until everything is perfect for your opportunity, you wait till I got to pay this out, Chris, and I got to do this, and I got to make sure my job's done. I got to make sure it goes on and on. Guess what? Opportunity is going to find another path. That's pretty scary. I did a lot of gut checks with you today, but that's pretty scary if you think about it. Let me say it again then. Opportunity is interesting because it finds its own path. And if you wait until everything is perfect for you to start, it's going to find another path. Okay? Now, I'll give you an example. In our boot camps right here in our office, and again, you got to come in July, guys. Let me look up the link here. Where's the link? SmartRealEstateCoach.com/ITTB podcast. Go check that out. Don't buy a ticket. You can get it for free if you're in if you're in one of the experience levels. But go check that site out so you know what the heck we do here. It's amazing. But in our rooms there, we teach everybody the same thing. We do live deals. People leave with deals. And some people take action and they show up at the next event with 4 deals under their belt. Someone comes to mind right now, 2 partners, Steve and Chuck. No pressure, guys, if you listen to this, but they recently got their first 2 takens. They're at a boot camp 3 months ago. They're probably going to come to another one. And I would bet you, I'm going to put my statement on the line here for them. I bet you at QLS Live in October, and I hope you're there. QLSlive.com, by the way. I bet at QLS Live in October, they're going to have 4 or 5 deals under their belt. Pretty bold statement. Why? Because they took action. They didn't wait till everything was freaking perfect, right? Because why? Because opportunity finds a path. So let me shout out to a couple other people I haven't shouted out to in a kind of nudging way. If you're a landlord, stop being closed-minded and dig in a little bit to what we do here, because you can be a glorified landlord without landlord headaches by understanding what we do. And here's why I say stop being closed-minded. I did a video about 8 years ago, and the title was Stop Renting, and I got all kinds of flack from it. Oh, I'm a buy and hold expert, and it's crazy. It was a headline to get you to stop and open your mind to looking at how to buy this way, and then do whatever the heck you want with the property. But there's ways to alleviate all those landlord headaches and still be profitable, if not 2 or 3 times more profitable. If you're a wholesaler or a flipper or a realtor, open your mind to something that can capitalize on all those leads you're passing on right now. Don't stop being a wholesaler, flipper, or realtor. I've done them all. But let's capitalize on all the leads you can't convert as a wholesale, flipper, or realtor. I know because I did it. You're throwing leads away and you're leaving gobs of money, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars on the table. What's the other category? Well, I opened up with W-2s. If you're in a W-2 and you love it, how about you add a supplemental? Or how about you add this and do these in your self-directed IRA if you love your job and you love your income, right? But if you're a W-2 and you hate it, come to the next boot camp and let's change that. Let's just change it. smartrealestatecoach.com/ITTB podcast. How do you get into those for free? Any one of the experience levels. Let me give you 2 websites because they will go over the experience levels. If you're in one of those, you just come. smartrealestatecoach.com/apprentice podcast and smartrealestatecoach.com. Actually, that's enough, guys. I gave you the ITTB and the Apprentice. But I tell you what, get your butt over to QLSlive.com and register for that event. That's also free, by the way, if you're in the community. So I could go on and on, guys. I think I spewed about all I had in my brain for a half year point for a solo cast. I hope something in there got your attention and didn't annoy you personally, because this is not personal. I want the best for you. I really do. And if you want to get a call with me, that link was smartrealestatecoach.com/Chris pre-call. And if you want to email me to be in the running to get a free apprentice experience, just email Chris@smartrealestatecoach.com. I hope to meet every single one of you at the upcoming boot camp in July. Literally, I want to pack the conference room. You will have an amazing, amazing experience. See you next week.
Hey guys, are you simply sick of juggling a dozen different software tools for your real estate business? I know I was, and I know I'm not a tech person, so it was frustrating. A subscription for this, you got a subscription for that, and they don't even work together out of the box. That's very frustrating, especially in the real estate world where your best time spent is going to be out in the field or on the phone with sellers. And now you're stuck hiring a tech guru just to make all that sync up. So let's ditch the chaos and let REI BlackBook handle everything. Automate your lead follow-up, track every deal, analyze things quickly for you, make offers all in one platform. In fact, with the Wicked Smart platform, we now have access, if you're in the Wicked Smart community, to all the other associates' properties. Can you imagine that? So you're brand new in the business perhaps, and your seller looks on your website and sees 20, 30, 40 properties, instant credibility. So you're going to get everything on REI BlackBook from our custom workflows for lead generation all the way to closing. It has it covered. Try it today for just $1, guys. Visit smartrealestatecoach.com/REIBB-DD. smartrealestatecoach.com/REI, as in boy, B as in boy, hyphen, D as in dog, D as in dog.
All right. Thanks for tuning in to the Smart Real Estate Coach podcast. If you got value from today's episode, guys, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a future episode. It literally takes one nugget to access some of the things we're doing. And when you're talking the size of the paydays, it's an opportunity cost that you can't let go. So don't miss an episode. And for goodness sake, share it with someone who needs to hear it. If you're ready to find your best path for getting started on your real estate investing journey in general, head over to smartrealestatecoach.com/get started. We're going to help you take the guesswork out of your next steps. See you in the next episode.